Hey, Johnny.
Later tonight, my guests are going to be Richard Pryor, Super Dave Osborne, the music of Poco, and Svetlana Starodomskaya will be next.
And on late night, anchorman Tom Brokaw not only smiles, he laughs. Plus, part of the Velvet Underground, John Cale and Lou Reed. And Dave answers that voluminous viewer mail.
This is here tonight. He opens at Resorts in Atlantic City tomorrow night, Friday, January 13th. Would you please welcome Mr. Warmth, Don Rickles.
I slid. Oh, funniest monologue I've ever heard. Heard you many, many years. Yeah. Tonight was the funniest, so enjoy it. You were really. Hey, I was in the green room.
Well, we got a hot
The two of us, and one waiter, and some black gentleman was standing there going, "I'm just here to rob you." And
there was actually a black gentleman.
Yeah, back guy there just planning to rob.
I doubt that.
Yeah, you doubt that, sure. But what do you know? So what's new besides the competition?
I'll tell you what. I like competition.
I know you.
Yeah.
When you're on 26 years, I mean, where's the challenge?
Gives you a charge.
Yeah, but what do you need to charge? 26 years. Walk away. It's over.
Yeah.
I mean, 26 years. I sat with Ed the other night. He said, how long is he going to keep going like this? He's worried about that little tap dancer on Star Search. Gloria Kowalczyk. 341. Gloria opens up at the Palace in Encino Friday. With a 341. That show is annoying, Ed. I'll tell you. I mean, he came up the hard way. You one day, that guy, Al Mancini, is that his name? I thought he was an Italian football player. He came up, and you and your wife, you sit there, a 4, a 5, a 4.6 for a broad that throws a baton in the air and misses. And then gets a job on this show. Well, he's down to that. After 26 years, you reach. Anyway,
that's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
You got it. We get all... One for the... That's right. We get all the old people.
It's good to see you, though, John. It's been a while. In fact, I was at the studio gate tonight. It really was. Sit back. You got the job. Anyway, he's leaning forward like, is he going to leave Johnny now? Is he going to leave? If he leaves, you got problems, because I know. Who's going to move all those beer kegs? Anyway, he's got a beautiful house now in Bel Air. All the robbers went, Bel Air. Anyway, what can they take from your place? I was there. A shot of champagne. Anyway, I got to tell you, I went to the gate, and I came in.
The gate?
Harry.
What do you mean, the gate? Here.
The gate? No. The gate at San Quentin.
Oh, I see.
What the hell's the matter with you? When you're on 26 years, you're starting to be like Reagan. Huh? Anyway, that's why he's leaving office. He thinks it's helicopters. I don't know, Sam.
Anyway, you're at the gate.
I was at the gate, and I said, I'm Don Rickles, and the Mexican people, please believe it, a lovable Mexican gentleman. But, you know, he wasn't a scientist. Yeah. And he was by the gate, and I said, I'm Don Rickles. What do you want? What do you want? I said, I'm doing the Tonight Show, and this is my friend Harry. Harry Goins has been with me. Yeah. And he was a black man. That made him nervous.
Yes.
And we're in a Rolls Royce, an old Rolls Royce. That's an old one, you know. In fact, we had Marion Davies' aunt in the back dead. Anyway, and Eric von Stroheim was running on the running board going, "We want to go to the show."
That's an old Rolls.
That's an old Rolls. Thanks for jumping in. It helps.
I guess.
Anyway,
I keep my hand in here.
26 years. He always got to jump in, so he was worried about his name on the sign that it don't fade. Sit back. I'll tell you this.
So what did the old Mexican gentleman say?
I get the feeling he's on an airplane and he found out the left engine's out. So the guy at the gate said to me, "You're not on the card." I said, "Well, just phone the main gate. Hello, main midway. Mr. Rickles, come in. And he stood there for 20 minutes, and finally I had to get out of the car, put on a Mexican hat, and rake his booth. Anyway,
and rake his boots.
Rake his boots.
I heard it.
Hey, everything you say isn't a gem. You've proven that many times.
You try them out, folks. You don't take this stuff on
Hey,
the road.
this is a great audition. You do good here, you get on Star Set.
That's right. A 3-2.
A 3-7, a 4-6.
We'll be-
For Rose Kowalski.
We'll do this. We'll come right back.
No, we won't.
So, rake his boots, huh? Don Rickles. What a truck you make here. Apparently, when I introduced you, I said you open tomorrow, Friday in resorts. You don't. You open a week from tomorrow.
No, unless I go by rocket. No, I open Atlantic City a week
on the 20th.
Right.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that anymore.
I didn't want people to line up there for a whole week.
Well, they do. They start to line up now. You know?
What's it cost to come in and see you now? Is it pretty heavy tab?
Well, heavy buy. I think it's fair. It's about $35 up front, and in the back it's a buck and thank you. No, they have it. They range the theater from
depending on where you sit.
where you sit, and usually the people in the front are usually those kind of people. And you throw food to them, and they all go, destroy me, call me an idiot.
What's the worst place you ever worked? I mean, when you were
Here.
just starting.
No, boo. Here's your boo.
Boo this,
Anyway, yeah, boo this.
The
Now,
worst place.
that's an Italian expression for how's the family.
The worst place you ever worked when you were
I
coming
don't
up.
like to say the worst place, because everything is
You don't have to
relative.
name
When I
it.
started out, there were tough places.
Yeah.
And when you made $200 a week, as you talk about Nebraska, you made $100 a week.
Yeah.
That was great. I thought, wow, to pick on people making $100 a week, that's terrific.
You go into a club day for $25.
Yeah, I did. I did a guy called Sam Newgold. He's gone now,
Yeah.
many years. And he used to take me by the window in New York, and he used to go up to Connecticut, to these places with about 8 stripteases, and you. And all these girls come out with the pasties in those days, and that was wild, you know.
know.
And you always had the guy in the front going, you know, today they have no tops, and they lean over and say, you want soup? And the guy goes, I'll take anything. Anyway, I'll take a bucket of water, whatever you got. Now, but in those days, that was unheard of. So when I worked up in those kind of places, I thought I was doing great. So I wouldn't say it's the worst place, but it was tough days, you know, because I said, you know, sir, you're a moron. And the guy would get up and go, repeat that again, please. Who's a moron? It's a little humor, sir. How about if I hurt your mother? Anyway, and my mother was in the audience, and I used to take her in the car, and I never saw her again. Anyway,
That was before they knew what you were doing.
right. And you know, so everything is relative.
You
But
ever been punched?
once.
Really?
Yeah, no, well, a guy tried to in Montreal, but I always used to hang around and still hang around with people that are very kind. You know, kind of guys that go, have little blowguns.
Oh, I see.
And, no, I got my man, Harry Goins, that travels with
Yeah.
me. He's not a kid anymore, but he moves fast.
Yeah.
When there's trouble, he tap dances. And, he's one of these black guys that say, trouble, he goes, lullaby, birdland. And then they go away. But I never had everything. When you started out with your magic act, you know, I'm sure the whole crowd get up and said, you stink.
Well, no,
But,
no, they didn't.
They did.
No, I did a good act.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got to go along with it, to be honest. No, but you know what I'm saying. In
Sure.
those days, it was tough. You know, you did
Yeah, real
all
tough.
those, and it's everything. To the young comedians that are coming up today, they got the improv places, the comedy stores. In our day, we didn't have that.
Didn't
you know.
exist.